Let's get real about dropshipping, challenge the get-rich-quick illusion that often surrounds this business model, and uncover the unfiltered truth about dropshipping that most gurus conveniently skip over. Now, I'm not here to discourage you, but rather to offer a transparent look at what it really takes to succeed in this game. Have you ever noticed how many dropshipping videos portray it as the ultimate shortcut to wealth? I'm sure you have. The sad reality is that many content creators omit the hard parts, the challenges, and the time-consuming aspects of the business. Why? Because their motive often is not to provide you with a comprehensive picture of what it takes to succeed. Instead, a lot of times their aim is to make it seem like a breeze, all to entice you into buying their course or their service. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for sharing knowledge and offering courses that provide an accelerated path to success. I do it too, but it's crucial to dig deeper, especially when seeking guidance in a sea of experts who claim to have all the answers. Now, when evaluating mentors, I typically ask myself two different things. First, have they achieved what I'm trying to achieve myself? And secondly, what drives them to share their insight? Answering these two questions usually helps me decide better whether someone's truly credible and truly genuine. Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty, let's clear the air. Dropshipping is indeed a fantastic business model. In fact, I shift my entire e-commerce venture towards dropshipping over the past few years too because of its immense potential. However, it is time to address the elephant in the room and dissect both its benefits and also its drawbacks. Dropshipping typically garners a notorious reputation for sounding too good to be true. It eliminates the need for warehousing, purchasing bulk inventory, handling order fulfillment, and a number of other things that retail businesses have to deal with. The promise of minimal startup costs and the freedom to operate from anywhere in the world also add to its appeal. Now, these aspects do make it appear deceptively simple, but here's the kicker. The simplicity often makes for fierce competition. Due to its low barrier to entry, dropshipping often has an influx of players constantly flooding into the market. And this saturation can quickly erode profit margins, even on what seems to be the hottest of products. And often on both the advertising side of things, if you're doing Shopify, for example, and running ads, or even on the organic side of things on retail websites, for example, the fierce competition can often lead to race to the bottom pricing wars or higher bids on advertising, which will ultimately further diminish your profit. Let's also debunk another myth that's perpetuated by a lot of these dropshipping tutorials, and that's the idea that you can test a product for as little as $20 or even $50 potentially. Now, as somebody who's invested both money and time into this endeavor, I can confidently tell you that you won't yield any meaningful results by doing this. To truly determine a product's profitability, you need substantial data, which means you need to spend a lot more time and a lot more money into testing it to even see if it's viable in the first place. And scaling a dropshipping store using paid advertising like we just covered is often sugarcoated. While success stories of profitable ad campaigns are certainly inspiring, the path to achieving those results can be grueling and costly. Competitors jump in, they drive ad costs up, and they make it more challenging to maintain profitability over the long term. The constant battle to stay ahead of competition can turn into a nightmare for an unsuspecting entrepreneur that's bidding on ads. So where does that leave us, right? Is dropshipping a lost cause? Well, no, not at all. It's just understanding about where to place your efforts strategically and where to get the most ROI for your time spent. If you're new to this game, my advice is to consider dropshipping on retail websites that already have established traffic and customers. Platforms like Amazon, like Etsy, like Poshmark, like Facebook Marketplace, like Mercari, Bonanza, Depop, and a number of others all have an existing customer base that already have search traffic, meaning you don't have to burn through your budget on ads. In my 2 years of dropshipping experience, I've learned that the proven opportunities lie in leveraging these types of established platforms. These sites offer a ready-made audience actively seeking out your products. All you need to do is find hot products and then list them with a markup and you're set. There's no heavy investment in ads, just a small investment of your time, which you can obviously either outsource to software or outsource to a virtual assistant at a very low cost. Don't get me wrong, I've explored other avenues like running TikTok ads or Facebook ads or Google ads. However, my dropshipping on retail websites has often yielded me more consistent and reliable results. So the takeaway here, in my opinion, is that dropshipping, whether on retail websites or through ad platforms, definitely comes with a set of challenges, right? It's just essential to understand them and understand how to approach this venture with your eyes wide open and a clear understanding of the risks involved. Now, if you're willing to invest your time and your effort, dropshipping can indeed be a profitable endeavor and one that I highly recommend. My journey through this business model has taught me that success doesn't come easy and that shortcuts are rarely as golden as they seem. Although with the right mindset, with the right strategy, and the right dedication, you can certainly navigate the complex world of dropshipping and carve out your own path to success.